Hello everyone, welcome yet again to today's topic. My name is Ashwin Joglekar and I am from Resonance PCCP division. Today we are here to discuss about the chapter development. Now chapter development is the first chapter in your economics portion of class 10th. So let us begin and understand what this chapter is trying to tell us. Now as you can see here, first of all we will just go through the introduction. That is, all of us has aspirations or desires for development, but the perspective of development varies from person to person, region to region, state to state and country to country. The way we live now is a byproduct of development done in the past, and simultaneously our future depends on what kind of development we are doing in today's world. Now the first topic here which is given, development, different people, different goals. Now as you know, no two people can have probably the same developmental goals. Each person might have a different developmental goal as per their own surroundings. Different persons have different notions because each of them seek different things. They seek things that are most important for them. Now for example, a person who is working as a daily wage laborer, for him the concept of development might mean something else. Similarly, for a person who is a well-to-do farmer, for him development might mean something else. So therefore, people, that is, which can fulfill their aspirations or desires, different people have different goals because they are different and they are leading their life in different situations, but their general goal is progress. There are two things. First, you can see here A, that is mentioned, different persons can have different developmental goals. Like no two fingers are the same. Similarly, two people can have different developmental goals, and also what may be development for one may not be development for the other. It may be even be destruction for the other. Now what is development for me might be destructive for the other person. Now an example which is given here is about probably the building of a dam. Building of a dam might be beneficial to some people in the city where that dam will bring probably generate electricity and do other things, maybe for the industrial section. But the people who are displaced when this dam is being built, now for them this development is a sign of destruction, that they have to be displaced from where they are living. Now moving further, traditional notion of development. Now with the independence of third world countries, there arose a need for economic development. Till 1960s, the term economic development was generally used as a synonym with economic growth. That is, economic development and economic growth are one and the same thing. But later on, as people started dwelling in this idea, they came to conclude that no, these are two different things, and one is a much more macroscopic analysis of development. That is, but now it is no longer considered identical with economic growth. Definitely notion about the meaning of the term development is changing, but it is also a hard fact that there is no unanimity among economists with regard to the meaning or definition of economic development. Like different economists have different versions or different theories regarding what they call as development. So there is no general consensus on this. However, all agree that economic development is more than economic growth. That is, economic development is something much more bigger than what is economic growth. Hence, it was taken to mean growth plus progressive changes in certain variables of material welfare. Now, changes in the traditional notion of development. The increase in income is not sufficient for a nation. Income can be a major base of economic growth of a nation. That is, it is an indicator of the economic development or growth. But experiences had shown that economic growth could not be translated into the improvement or could not automatically translated into the improvement of levels of living of the poor masses. So generally the growth of a nation economically does not necessarily mean that even the poor people are also well off. Therefore, economists redefined the concept of economic development in terms of the reduction of poverty, unemployment and inequality in context of a growing economy. So these are the three things, that is reduction of poverty, unemployment and inequality in the context of a growing economy. Nowadays, redistribution and growth have become the popular slogan in most of the progressive nations, including India. The concept of economic growth is related to the increase in output of goods and services in an economy. The more goods or things a country produces, that is, that country is supposed to be better off. This can be expressed in two ways again: increase in total output or increase in gross domestic product, that is the GDP of the country. The rise in per capita income or rise in per capita GDP again, that is gross domestic product, that is the total income of the country. Now, therefore, economic development is a broader concept than economic growth. Development concerns not only man's material needs but also improvement of social conditions of life that actually are also contributing to his overall development. It is therefore not only economic growth but growth plus change in social, cultural and institutional pattern. It includes both the growth aspect as well as the distribution aspect. Development must therefore be conceived as a multi-dimensional concept. So, that was about development and how development for one person can be destructive for the other, and it is not necessary that development of one is also a development for the other person. Now, moving on to the next topic here, income and other goals. Now, apart from income, certain people have other goals as well. That is, besides seeking more income, one way or the other, people also seek things that like equal treatment, freedom, security and respect of others. They resent discrimination. That is, definitely you might be getting more income at the place you are working, but some other things also matter for human beings, that is like equal treatment, freedom, security and respect of others. All these are important goals. In fact, in some cases, these may be more important than more income or more consumption, because material goods are not all that you need to live. So, therefore, they have explained that okay, definitely income is an important aspect, but apart from income, for certain people some other aspects are equally important. Money or material things that one can buy with it is one factor on which our life depends. That is, it's just one aspect, but the quality of our life also depends on non-material things which are available around us, that they are mentioned above, like equal treatment, freedom, security, respect of others, and also there should be no discrimination. Now, there are many things that are not easily measured, but they mean a lot to us or lives. These are often ignored. However, it will be wrong to conclude that what cannot be measured is not important. So, for development, people look at mix of goals. The developmental goals that people have are not only about better income, but also about other important things in life. So, important that is income and other goals again reflects or talks about that income definitely may be one important aspect of development, but apart from income, people also seek certain other things, probably like again equal treatment, there should be no discrimination, there should be freedom, respect of others and other things. Now, moving on to our next topic, how to compare development in different countries or states. Now, again an example which has been provided in the book also, that is your NCERT books, about how can you compare students in a class, probably according to their height, according to the how students perform in co-curricular activities or in sport activities. Apart from that, the most important criteria again is considered is the marks a person or a student scores. So, here also when we have to compare development aspects of different countries or states, how do we compare that? For comparing countries, their income is considered to be one of the most important attributes. That is, income is taken as the most important attribute when we compare any country. Now, again we will see further that how this classification is taken by World Bank and the Human Development Index that is prepared. So, they both use income as one of the criteria. World Bank uses only the income criteria and Human Development Index also uses other criteria as well. Now, first, what is national income? National income is defined. Now, this is an important definition here. Generally, it is asked as a very short answer type question in your exams as well. So, national income is defined as the total value of all the goods and services produced within a country plus income coming from abroad. That is your national income. Moving on to the second point, that is per capita income. Now, what is the income earned by per person? Per capita here is per person income which is earned. So, when the total national income is divided by the total population, it gives us the per capita income. This definition again is important because this is also asked in your board examinations. In the World Development Reports brought out by the World Bank, this criteria is used in classifying countries. Which criteria? Income criteria is used in classification or classifying countries according to rich countries or poor countries. Now, countries with per capita income of $49,300 per annum and above in 2019 are called rich countries. Now, people those who have per capita income of above $49,300 per annum are considered as rich countries. India, and one more thing, those countries with per capita income of $2,500 or less are considered low income countries. India comes in the category of low middle income countries because its per capita income in 2019 was $6,700. Now, you can see a huge disparity between what are the rich countries. They have per capita income of $49,300 per annum per year, whereas the low income countries has 2,500 or less, and India is somewhere just above. You can say that is therefore it is being referred to as low middle income country, $6,700 per annum. The rich countries, excluding countries of Middle East and certain other small countries, have not been included in the world development reports which are published by World Bank or brought out by the World Bank, are generally called developed countries. So, majorly the countries which are rich countries are considered to be developed countries. Now, again in this there is a comparison of two countries. Now, probably you can say in the comments in which country probably you would want to stay. That is monthly incomes of citizens in 2007 in rupees of country A and B. Now, in this there are 5 citizens in country A and B, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and their incomes have been given here in country A and country B, and total income has been given here, and the per capita income also comes out, that is the total income divided by your total population. So, as you can see, the total per capita income of both country A and country B comes out to be the same, but still, as a question, in which country would you like to stay or be part of? Clearly, the answer would be country A, because here you can see there is an equal distribution of income between the different people, but whereas in country B you will find that most of the people are earning very less, and only one person, that is the fifth, is earning 48,000 rupees, and rest are all earning only 500. So, there is a huge disparity of income here. So, therefore, that brings us to our next topic, that is, while averages are useful for comparison, that is what average we have taken out, they also hide disparities. So, that is what example has been given here. You can go through this example. So, therefore, while average income is useful for comparison, it does not tell us how this income is distributed among various people. Some in the economy might be earning very much or huge amounts of money, and some in the same country might not be earning anything. Okay. So, moving on to our next topic, that is income and other criteria. Now, when we looked at individual aspirations and goals, we found that people not only think of better income, but also have goals such as security, respect for others, equal treatment, freedom, etc. in mind. So, apart from income, they also look for these aspects. Similarly, when we think of a nation or a region, we may, besides average income, think of other equally important attributes. That is, now there is a comparison of 3 states given here, that is per capita income of these select states have been given, and this data is again from 2019-20. States mentioned are Haryana, Kerala and Bihar. Haryana having a per capita income of 2,03,340, Kerala having a per capita income of 1,84,000, and Bihar having a per capita of only 38,631 according to 2019-20 data. Now what could these be, these attributes be? Let us examine the rough example of these states. According to the table, Haryana having the highest per capita income is on the top of the table, whereas Kerala and Bihar are on the second and the third position. Now actually these figures are of per capita net state domestic product of the current prices of 2012 and 13. Now in this we find that of the three, Haryana has the highest per capita income and Bihar is at the bottom. This means that on an average a person in Haryana earned 1,04,000 in 1 year, whereas on an average a person in Bihar earned only around 38,000. So if per capita income were to be used as the measure of development, Haryana will be considered the most developed and Bihar would be considered the least developed. But there are other things also included apart from income. Now let us look at that, those things, that is some comparative data on Haryana, Kerala and Bihar. Now in this we have also given now, that is the first contains state, then infant mortality rate per 1000 live births, literacy rate according to 2017-18 and net attendance ratio. You can also see the definitions which are provided here. Infant mortality rate or IMR indicates the number of children die before the age of 1 year as a proportion of 1000 live children born in that particular year. Literacy rate measures the proportion of literate population in the 7 and above age group. Net attendance ratio is the total number of children of age group 14 and 15 years attending school as a percentage of total number of children in that same age group. Now accordingly, when we will see here, Haryana you will see has infant mortality rate of 30, literacy rate of 82% and NAR, that is net attendance ratio, of 61. Kerala on the other hand has infant mortality rate of 10, literacy of 94 and net attendance ratio of 83. Bihar, which has infant mortality rate of 35, literacy rate of 62 and net attendance ratio 43. So according to this data, if we will also put in other attributes, clearly we will find Kerala in a much more better position than Haryana. Okay. Moving on to our next topic, that is public facilities. How is it that average person in Haryana has more income than average person in Kerala but lags behind crucial things? The reason is money. In your pocket cannot buy all the goods and services that you may need to live well, or as money is not the only criteria and money cannot buy you a safe environment and other things. Money definitely is an essential part, but apart from money other things are also essential. So for example, normally your money cannot buy you a pollution free environment or ensure that you get unadulterated medicines, unless you can afford to shift to a certain locality where all these things are already provided. Now that is what brings us to our next topic, that is human development report.